Happy Halloween, Bobcats, and welcome to a very spooky hashtag that. I'm Corinna Caimi.
And I'm Jack Main, making my entertainment department debut.
Halloween is coming up this Saturday, and we are ready to celebrate here at hashtag that. Jack, what are you going to be doing this year for Halloween?
Well, as long as the World Series is over by Saturday, my plans are pretty open. So, let me know what's happening. Maybe I'll crash the party. What are you doing?
I'm going to be doing pretty much absolutely nothing, probably watching some movies in my pajamas with my boyfriend and a couple friends, and that's pretty much it. Nothing too interesting.
And stay tuned for later in the episode to see what the rest of our hashtaggers are up to this holiday.
It wouldn't be an episode of hashtag that if we didn't talk about The Bachelorette for a bit. If you've ever shopped at Party City, you may have seen Bachelorette frontrunner Dale Moss. The ex-NFL star has been modeling since his athletic career ended. He can be seen on the Party City website modeling Halloween costumes such as Superman, a Roman warrior, and a taco Doggy and Me costume. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the Doggy and Me costume. We'll have to wait and see if Claire and Dale can rock a good couples costume.
Tuesday night is Bobcat Breakdown night here at Q30, but it is also when The Bachelorette airs on ABC. We might not be doing a full Bachelorette breakdown this episode, but we are still going to talk about the last episode. If you're not caught up, this season has featured the oldest Bachelorette in program history. And while people get older, drama never does. The latest tease shows that Claire might be getting a little too chummy with Dale, which was immediately followed up by the rest of the guys threatening to leave. Former Bachelorette and Bachelor runner-up JoJo Fletcher confirmed the shakeup with US Weekly. Fletcher said, quote, "It's unlike any other season for a number of reasons, obviously the circumstances, and obviously there's a shakeup," end quote. Episode 3 airs tomorrow at 8 p.m. Check in next week for your regularly scheduled Bachelorette breakdown. Canadian hip-hop artist Drake celebrated his 34th birthday on Saturday, but it was Drizzy who was doing the gift giving. On his social media, Drake dropped a video which announced the release of his next studio album, Certified Lover Boy. Drake's last album was the chart-topping Scorpion back in 2018, which was followed up by his latest EP release this past spring called Demo Tapes. Over the summer, Drake passed Madonna and the Beatles for the most Billboard Top 100 hits with 40, and will most certainly begin to distance himself from the pack when his next album drops. Certified Lover Boy is expected to release in January 2021. If you've been watching all month, you know exactly what time it is.
Mina Kelly is back with her final spooky movie review for October. Let's see what she's got.
Hey, hashtag, it's Mina. This week I'll be doing something a little bit different, and instead of reviewing a scary movie or a Halloween movie, I'll be reviewing a TV show. This past week I was watching The Haunting of Bly Manor, and it was really good. It's the sequel to The Haunting of Hill House. So pretty much it follows this girl, Danny, who moves into this house, the Bly Manor, to nanny these kids who had just went through a lot of losses.
Your parents loved you so much. In a way, they'll always be here.
They had just lost their other nanny, and they had also just lost their parents. So there's already a lot of history in this house, but throughout the show we find out that there's even more. Overall, the visuals of the show are really good too. It was really pretty to watch. Watching the actual house was really pretty, and just the cinematography was really good. It was just like a very good quality show. I think that my favorite character was Owen, because I just felt so bad for him. Bad things kept happening to him, but he was such a sweet guy, and he did everything for everybody else. I just wanted the best for him throughout, and yeah, he was just so sweet. I loved his character so much. For scariness factor, I would have to give this probably a 6 out of 10. It didn't really scare me that much. It definitely made me more sad than scared. I thought compared to Haunting of Hill House, it definitely was not as scary at all. Haunting of Hill House, I feel like the villain antagonist was a lot more scary, and it just had more of an eerie atmosphere. This one, it definitely had kind of it was more like a ghost story mystery type thing, you're trying to figure out what's happening, but it didn't really end up being that scary.
I've seen things. It's like I'm in hell.
The antagonist of the movie ended up being a little bit creepy with the makeup and whatever special effects, but it wasn't supposed to be a scary thing. I would definitely recommend this to a friend. If you don't like scary things that much, it's still probably fine for you to watch. Honestly, my friend isn't into that scary things, but sometimes she kept coming in during the show, and I was just you know what, if I feel like something scary is about to happen, leave the room. But most of the storyline, you don't need to watch the scary parts. Honestly, everyone can watch this. It's a really good show, really good acting, Definitely recommend. Also, there's a twist at the end, so if you like twist endings, then you would definitely like the show too. Overall, I would give this probably like an 8 out of 10. I thought that it was really well done. I really liked all of the characters. I wanted the best for them the whole time, and I was like constantly like, come on, like you got it. But I think that it was a good ghost story, but it did make me sad, and that's the thing. That gets points off, I guess, for that. But like I feel like that's good storytelling too. But it was a good show overall. Anyway, that's all for me. Back to you guys at the desk.
When we come back,
we have the official hashtag Halloween candy rating.
and a good friend joins us for some weird Halloween news.
Stay with us.
I'm Jenny Garth, and as a mother of 3, I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. But here in America, that is a real worry for 1 in 5 children. This is unacceptable, and something Feeding America is working to solve. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States, including yours. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
One of the most important parts of Halloween is, of course, the candy.
I definitely have some passionate opinions on the best candy to get in your bag, and our hashtaggers do too. Let's see what Carly McManus and her roomies have to say.
Hey guys, it's me, Carly, and I'm here with Q30, and tonight I'm going to be ranking all the Halloween candy I could find with my roommate Victoria here. Okay, so here we go. So we're here, and we are going to start off with Almond Joy. Here, Victoria. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I like it.
7 out of 10. It's pretty good. I like coconut.
No, you're the same.
I like the almond. All right, perfect. Next, we have the classic Hershey bar. I love chocolate, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't really like chocolate. I'll give it a 5.
5. 8 out of 10. It's a classic. Next up, we have Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, my personal favorite.
Ooh.
I already know what this is going to be. 10 out of 10 would recommend. My favorite.
Like a 6. We could just split this one.
Next up, we have Kit Kat. I think this is Victoria's favorite.
It is. It's everyone's favorite.
That's everyone's favorite?
I think so.
I eat my Kit Kats like Kourtney Kardashian.
I know you do.
I eat them around. You like break them off?
I don't have the patience.
9 out of 10. It's really good.
10 out of 10.
Next, we have Twizzlers Cherry Flavor Pull Apart. Definitely would receive a few of these in my Halloween
Can
basket.
you pick them apart?
Mm,
You
no,
bite
I
right
can't
into
look
it?
up.
That's weird.
That's weird. That's suspicious. It's alright. It's not my favorite. 4 out of 10.
It kind of just tastes like medicine.
Next up, we have Sour Patch. Definitely didn't see too many of these in my Halloween basket or bag, but they're
I
so
never thought
good.
about that.
What?
I've never had them in mine either. People don't
Never
like
had
them
them. People cheaped out.
out. Red or blue?
Blue.
Red.
I like to mix them. I put them together.
Oh.
That's good.
Really?
8 out of 10.
Like, I'll give it a 7.
7 out of 10. Next up, we have the classic Twizzlers. Definitely saw a few of these, and they're not too many. I love Twizzlers.
I don't like these. Why is there a hole in the middle?
But these ones, aren't as good as like the big packages. So Victoria left. She's going to order her dinner, but here is these candies. I don't know. I would always see them in a nail salon. Can you see them? Yeah, so I'd always see them in a nail salon, and you always know that there's some old woman giving these to you.
No, they're so good. What do you mean?
That tastes like. And lastly, we have the Jolly Rancher cherry lollipops. I would see a lot of lollipops. I don't know about these ones, but honestly, not too bad. 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching the show this week and watching our candy taste test. Thank you.
Ashley Cotto is joining us now for some weird Halloween news.
Halloween is the weirdest holiday, so I can't wait to see what she has for us. Take it away, Ash.
Hey guys, it's Buzz Lightyear here for this week's Weird News. In the big debate of Starbucks versus Dunkin' Donuts, I am definitely a Dunkin' Donuts gal, but I'm not too sure I could be as dedicated as this couple who got married at their local Dunkin' Donuts this weekend. Sugar Good and John Thompson met during his pre-work stops to the Dunkin' Donuts Miss Good manages in Elmond, Oklahoma. He asked her out on their first date through a drive-thru window, and after a few months, Mr. Thompson proposed in the parking lot while dropping her off for the start of her morning shift at 3 a.m. On October 13th, the two were married where they met, with Thompson in his car and work clothes, and Miss Good in the drive-thru window in her Dunkin' uniform. Congrats to the happy couple, and may they have great iced coffee for life. Up next, this builder is on a mission to disprove haunted houses once and for all. Tradesman Andy Sims revealed that despite almost a third of homeowners being convinced that their houses are haunted, it is much more likely they have some construction problems that need fixing. To help homeowners understand what's going bump in the night, he released an informative 7 deadly sounds video that addresses the most common spooky sounds. Andy Sims says, quote, "Our homes can be scary places if we don't understand them, and ever more so in the dead of night. But every spooky sound has a perfectly common explanation, so before calling an exorcist, find a great tradesperson instead," end quote. Last up, this woman got the surprise of a lifetime when she tried to send her boyfriend a picture of her new sunglasses and saw 2 figures staring back at her. The mom of 3 explained that she was home alone at the time and has been told by multiple mediums that she is a spiritual person who may have the spirit of a young boy attached to her. Some people were super freaked out by the image, saying they jumped back when they saw it. Others were less convinced, saying that it was just the reflection of the lights. The best response, however, is one user who said she, quote, "should have gotten their opinions on how the sunglasses looked," end quote. That's all I have for this weird news this week. I'll see you guys soon for a Hollywood news update.
Hollywood celebs have the most epic Halloween parties every single year.
And with that comes some epic Halloween costumes. Maggie Smith has the top celebrity Halloween costumes of the last 5 years.
Hey hashtag, I'm Maggie Smith, and Halloween is this upcoming weekend. Let's take a look at some of the best celebrity Halloween costumes from the past years, and also think about what celebrities could be this year. Everyone's seen the Disney classic Frozen, and Kristen Bell was a huge reason as to why the movie was such a success. And although she played Anna in the film, she did dress up as Elsa in order to match with her daughter. Neil Patrick Harris always does something cool with his family, and Cardi B was a nun. Something a little spooky that happened Halloween of 2018 was that Elton John performed at the Dodger Stadium on October 26th and dressed in his iconic sparkly jersey. And Harry Styles just so happened to be wearing that same jersey on October 26th in 2018 at a Halloween party at the same time the Dodgers were playing the World Series. And who could forget Normani dressed as Naomi Campbell in a leotard and a beret. Looking ahead to this year's Halloween, who knows what celebrities are going to dress as, but they sure do have a lot of options. First off, Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner just had their new baby. I can't wait to see how the family dresses up this year. With everything that's been going on in the world, I wouldn't be shocked if celebrities took political action through their Halloween costumes. But there have also been some lighter topics like Tiger King. I think a few celebrities are probably going to dress up as Tiger King. It is funny to think that the celebrities that we dress up as also dress up for Halloween. So I'm very excited to see what they do for this year's Halloween. That's all I have. Back to you guys at the desk.
We're heading out to commercial, but when we come back, we have the spookiest Hollywood news update.
Don't go anywhere.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Our good friend Buzz Lightyear is back to give us a Hollywood news update.
Take it away, Buzz.
Thanks, guys. I'm back, and Hollywood definitely has not been quiet this week. And it's about to be even louder with Miley Cyrus's rock album dropping on November 27th. The singer posted the album cover for her 7th album, Plastic Hearts, on her Instagram and revealed that she worked on it for 2 years. She claims she was pushed by the wildfires to find herself and finish the albums. She writes, quote, "Nature did what I now see as a favor and destroyed what I couldn't let go of for myself. I lost my house in a fire but found myself in the ashes," end quote. Corinna and Jack, how do you feel about this new era of Miley Cyrus?
I am so beyond excited for this new Miley Cyrus rock album. I've never, obviously nobody's ever seen her do this before, and it's just super exciting. When she came out with the Blondie cover, I've listened to it on repeat for weeks because it's amazing. It's out of this world.
Now, I can't exactly say that I'm the biggest Miley Cyrus fan, but it's not like I won't be listening to anything that's good music. You know, everyone needs good vibes right now, so if Miley Cyrus comes out with good music, you know I am there.
I'm also curious to see what station they play it on, because Miley Cyrus is usually played on all the pop stations, but are they going to start playing her on rock stations, and how are people going to react to that?
It's Miley Cyrus. She's got to be played on all the top 100 chart hit stations. There's no way that she's going to move off those, right? Yeah.
Ashley, what do you think about it?
I have to agree. I think that she's going to be a great rock woman. She already has her version of, I forget which song, on TikTok trending already, and everyone is saying that she has the voice for rock. But now that we've talked about one queen, the queen of Twitter reaction means it's back on television. Miss Tiffany Pollard, better known as New York from Flavor of Love, will be returning to VH1 on November 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Many members of her show, I Love New York, are being reunited with Pollard's big personality. The show will go over the biggest heartbreaks and greatest show moments. Corinna and Jack, have you seen her on Twitter before?
Not gonna lie, I'm on Twitter, but I have not been paying attention to what she's up to.
You've never seen one of her reaction gifs, the one of her just being Beyonce?
I mean, I've definitely seen that, all right? I'm not totally blind to pop culture, but it is something that I don't go out of my way to check it out. But definitely, if she's she's putting out interesting things all over New York, then there's without a doubt, I'll probably tune into that. I think that she's got that, like, the Kardashians have, like, this big, like, aura about them. And they have to be liked. I don't feel like she's got to be liked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Tiffany Pollard is just an icon. I love her. I love her reaction gifts. I love her personality. I love everything about her. Ashley, what do you think?
I love Tiffany Pollard reaction memes. She is one of my favorite reaction memes on Twitter. I love Flavor of Love. I love when she just sits on the bed with her hands folded because she's so mad. She is amazing. I have all of her memes saved. But last but certainly not least, our wicked wishes have been answered. Hocus Pocus is coming back. That's right, Variety.com and Bette Midler confirmed that Disney Plus will be creating a sequel to the iconic 1993 Halloween film. Midler told Fox 5 News in New York that she, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Catherine Najimy have all said yes to be in the film in some way. They will also be in a live one-night-only virtual event called In Search of the Sanderson Sisters on October 30th for the New York Restoration Project. Corinna and Jack, will you be watching the Hocus Pocus sequel, or do you think it'll be too spookily bad to give it a chance?
I am very excited for any Hocus Pocus sequel. I watched Hocus Pocus for the first time when I was really little with my grandma, so shout out Grandma if you're watching. It's like my favorite Halloween movie of all time, so when I heard that they were coming out with a sequel, I was like jumping out of my seat.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've tuned into that one, but I don't remember it being a great movie. It had like a 38% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. Look, I'm just not a big movies kid, maybe I'll see the diehards of Christmas movies, but I just, Hocus Pocus.
I think we need to rewatch Hocus Pocus.
Okay, you know what? Then we will watch Hocus Pocus here in the suite sometime. When we come back,
Jack and I are making some tough would you rather choices.
You won't want to miss it.
Hey! There are amazing things to discover in the forest.
Toothless, time to go! What you picking up on, bud?
It's a whole hidden world of wonders. And the perfect place to spend time with family. What better place to let your imagination soar? Experience nature and create a memory you can share. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
Halloween might be a little weird this year, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun.
Let's check out how our hashtaggers are having a spooky, socially distanced Halloween this year.
Hey, hashtag Jacob here. I'll be spending Halloween with my roommates watching my favorite movie of all time, Hocus Pocus.
Hey, hashtag, it's Maggie. For this year's Halloween, my friends and I are going to have a socially distanced little gathering with just people who all tested negative. And we're going to have a costume contest, so we'll see who comes in first place. I will be a quarter.
For Halloween this year, I'll probably just hang out with the roommates and maybe dress up as a cowboy. Who knows, we'll play it by ear.
What's up, hashtag Liz Flynn here. This Halloween, I'm going to be spending it with my nephews while they both celebrate their first Halloween together. I'm going to be handing out some candy to any kids that come by my house, and then I'm going to eat the rest of the candy probably while watching scary movies with my parents that night.
This Halloween, I am going to be hanging out with my friends. We're still getting dressed up, but there's just a few of us hanging out, and that's about it.
I'm so glad that everyone is going to be having a safe and fun Halloween this year.
Me too, and I am super glad that it is time for us to play a game of Halloween Would You Rather.
That's right. Jack and I have a bunch of Would You Rather questions written down to talk about, so let's get to it. What's the first one?
Would you rather walk through a graveyard at midnight, or spend a night in an abandoned haunted house?
I think I would rather do the graveyard. I have a weird thing where I'm not really afraid of graveyards, but I'm definitely afraid of like anything moving in my house at night.
I think I would have to agree. I am going to go through the graveyard. You know, at the end of the day, it's just, you know, it's grass and pavement. You just got to remember
Some
that.
dirt. It's
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Just some dirt. Would you rather meet a vampire or meet a werewolf?
Well, if you remember the third Harry Potter movie, Professor Lupin, you haven't seen Harry Potter?
Oh, this is my hashtag confession. I've never read or seen a single Harry Potter movie or book.
You cannot be mad at me that I haven't seen Hocus Pocus.
That's fair.
Okay. I just can't believe that. Holy cow. Harry Potter, obviously Harry Potter in the third Harry Potter movie. For those who aren't Corinna, know that Professor Lupin, the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher, turns into a werewolf whenever there's a full moon, and he is scary. Like, he wants to kill Harry Potter at one point.
Yeah.
I think a vampire would probably be more up my alley because at least a vampire you could talk to and maybe try to convince it. A werewolf doesn't know who he is or why he turns into a werewolf. He just becomes a werewolf. You know what I'm saying? Watch Harry Potter and you will understand.
The flip side of that, I think I would rather meet a werewolf, but I think it's because all I'm picturing in my head is like a cuddly,
You're totally
just like
wrong.
large dog.
Hit wall. No.
Just like a big dog.
No. Okay. Would you rather have a homemade or store-bought costume?
My mom made a lot of my costumes when I was little, so I think I would rather go with the homemade costume. My mom once made me a devil's food cupcake where she like literally turned me into a cupcake with like devil horns and a devil's tail, so I was like, it was a pun. You see, it was funny.
That's good. You know what? I really am indifferent. You know, I had store-bought, you know, a couple store-bought costumes when I was a kid. I was like, we would buy them like every 4 or 5 years. So we would go from like, we would be like Harry Potter. We'd buy the Harry Potter robes. Again, you don't know. Harry Potter, I was like a firefighter a lot when I was a kid. And then I just went through a phase where all I wanted to do was be a baseball player. So like I would dress up in like my Red Sox outfits.
Did you play baseball?
I did play baseball.
Okay.
I played baseball through high school. So I mean, you know, now and like being a baseball player was like all I wanted to do when I was a kid. So that was my Halloweens until I was in middle school.
I love that. Okay, we have one last one to do. I'm going to say, would you rather have a black cat cross in front of you or break a mirror? Both are bad luck.
Oh, man. Black cat cross in front of you or break a mirror. I've done both, believe it or not.
Same.
You know, both have happened. I can't remember the events that have followed that. So if I just had to like randomly pick one, I would rather have a black cat cross in front of me.
Same.
Black cats are sleek, you know.
Yeah.
You just get, you know, first of all, not a cat person, big dog person. Shout out Charlotte, she's at home right now. So you know, cats for me, you know, I could deal with it, but you know, breaking a mirror, I definitely see breaking a mirror could definitely be more impactful moving forward.
I agree. Well, we can't leave the show without a good celeb celebration.
First up, we are wishing a happy birthday to director, actor, and comedian Seth MacFarlane. If you don't know this guy, I don't know where you've been. He has created plenty of adult comedy shows like Family Guy, The Cleveland Show, and American Dad. He also animated shows from our childhood like Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Laboratory. He turned 47 today.
And happy 53rd birthday to Australian country singer Keith Urban. In 1991, he released a self-titled debut album charting 4 singles in Australia before moving to the United States the following year. Since then, he's had smash hits like One Too Many and Blue Ain't Your Color.
To those two and many more, happy birthday from #that.
That is all we have for this Halloween edition of #that.
Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
And download our new Q30 TV app so that our stories can go wherever you do.
From all of the ghosts and goblins in the suite, I'm Jack Main.
And I'm Corinna Caimi. We'll see you next time, same week, same time, same place.
Have a safe and spooky Halloween, Bobcats.